My mouse is broken. Hello, my mouth is broke. Yo, okay, never mind, you can tell. Kind of. So, basically, I had some dental work done, and this side of my mouth is fine, it's worn off. This side of the mouth, we have just begun. It's so numb. Like, I'm touching this feels like a hunk of meat. Like, I don't feel anything except what I'm feeling with my finger. It's very odd. It's just a hunk of meat. So, I reckon they put, you know, a tad more dosage on that side than this one. So much for that, you could talk. Why are you bullying me? Why are you bullying me? But otherwise, I'm just writing for the Varg video. So we're just gonna do some testing. Yeah, epic. Otherwise, I'm gonna blast nightcall music. Unlucky. Sorry, I'm late. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Also, I might like bite my lip by accident and not notice. How's editing? We're done editing. That video is like basically ready to go. Just waiting for a couple more things. I'll be crew guy. So I'm writing the Varg video and I'm just writing the building process. So what bit do I need to test? Let me check. High and 2 units wide. I'm not sure this I'm writing. Feel like a hunk of meat. Just this bit. Just this bit. How you feel about when Disney added a new boss doing Wolfgang Run twice? Yeah, it did do that, didn't they? It's fine. Read for tomorrow's test. Make sure to do best in your tests. Yes, yes. Oh, I'll just read my script. Gotta go. No! Alright, let's see. I just bit my lip by accident. You gotta upload the last Wolfgang Run? Yeah, it's ready to go. I'm just waiting for a few more things before I can render and upload it. You want to read the script, guys? Of course you do. Hell yeah. Mr. Mither. Yo, it's so numb. Okay. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna follow the instructions that I've written. But as Rip's so sarcastic. Some of it is, but I don't indicate it, except it comes across in my voice and not the script. I can feel kind of like this drooping and like drool like building up, so I have to wipe it. It's gross. Right, I'm gonna follow my own instructions to see if the build is correct. I'll open a second OBS and just record it, because why not? If the stream crashes, it's because I'm opening a second OBS. We still here. Alright. Let's see. We here. It didn't crash? No! Also, exclamation mark betavid? Hell yeah. Let me open up my instructions. Add a command for balls emote reminder. No. What do you think of the chat just being floating behind, under the webcam? Rather than being like a thing in the bottom right. In the bottom right, there's nothing in the way down there, right? Yeah, there's nothing in the way down there. Time for commands.txt. Warthog shoo shoo. They go shoo shoo like that. Yes. Ah, I've noticed something. Building near a wormhole is very good. Wormhole right here. Let me just note that down. Also, it'll be a very nice bonus if there's a wormhole within the outer radius of your farm, which will save... Oh, but very nice bonus if there's a wormhole within the outside perimeter of your farm, which will save you lots of time picking up hound's teeth later. Not hound's teeth, but we'll explain more. We'll explain more later. Or Varg Farm. I'm just doing a test build. So I've written the instructions. Now I'm going to follow the instructions and make sure that it works. Jakeyosaurus. Ah, yes. Hello. Oh, let me enable a mod so I can change the turf. Make it a bit easier. We building today, boys. We building. It's so funny. There's no numbers on this side. It's just here. Huh? Just numbness on this side. Numbness. Oh. That sinkhole is a problem. If you keep it closed, actually, it's not a problem, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is it? 26 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There's a little bit of ocean down there, which is actually fine. Yeah. And it has to be... Oh my goodness, enemy crew guy gifted 5 for some scrambles! Oh my goodness! Woo! Alright, Twitch chat is getting out of control. I'm gonna put you all back in the box. Alright, I'll put you all back in the box. Ah, yes. You're all in the box again. America guy, thank you for the 5 gifted subscribbles. Nice. How very humble of you. Who won the free stuff? Panda Zephyr Dog, the live Mary stream Oza like an April Crizia. Thanks for the 5 gifted subscribbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, cool. So that works. Well, I guess I could just cheat and just do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the key to put water down? I'm gonna have to check the mod page. Oh, I did it. Okay, we're good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that good? So... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How wide? That's 26 right wide. Oh, 20 tiles wide, high. Okay, cool. Okay. So that's how wide it's gonna be. Now, it'd be nice if that wormhole was... It'd be nice if that wormhole was closer to the center, but it's fine. It's like when you go to loot, you just jump through the wormhole a bunch of times. So that is good. There's no competition. After we go, I would revive everyone. Would it be cheating? No, I guess not. Cheating? No, no, I would never. The grass actually doesn't matter. Like, most of this won't get in the way, but I'm gonna clean it anyway. You're not actually going to use up all of this area, by the way. You're just cleaning out the area to make sure that hounds don't get hit by anything or they don't get stuck anywhere. Not Bird Farm legit. Yeah, so once I've built everything, I'm going to reverse engineer the cost so I can say it in the video, because that should be kind of easy. Rather than actually calculating it, just count everything that's afterwards with the commands and then reverse engineer the supplies needed. Infinite revive structure, imagine. The revive grandfather clock. You haunt it and it revives you. I could have maybe built this over there and it would have been clean. Because right now this runs straight through a biome. But there's a wormhole here, which makes it really nice. But ideally, you'd have a wormhole over here. And then you would just rotate your farm like that. But that's kind of awkward, actually. So, yeah, you could fit it there. But there's a wormhole here, so I'm just going to do it here. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Alright, the area has been cleansed. Alright, what's next, Jakeyosaurus script? Also, it'll be very nice if there's a wormhole within the outside parameter of your farm, which will save you lots of time. Let's pick up hound's teeth later, but we'll think about later. So remember, I will be describing this build as if you kept your camera position because it's just that left to the right is the widest, is the width and the widest part of the entire farm, and up to down is the height of the entire farm. So yeah, this is the default camera position unless it's specified otherwise. Characters required are Winona, Wolfgang is nice, and Maxwell is nicer. Central part of the farm is the catapult zone. The zone is positioned precisely relative to the fog enclosures of the... Yeah, so build windows generate in the most central part of the entire area, which is on the crossroads of 4 of the most central tiles. To find these four tiles, go to the bottom left corner of the area and count. I'm going to keep it a square for simplicity. My meds. No, not the meds. Yum yum yum. Numbing agents. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was actually not central. Wait, 13 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so this is the central bit. It should be 25 wide then. Yeah, I take the stomach mids. It should be 25 then, right? Because you can't centralize on 26. It's a 2x2 area. I can't centralize 2x2 on a 26 grid. Still itchy a little bit, but not as bad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So is this central? I'm confused. What have I done wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No, 26 was right. No, 26 was right. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, yeah. So these two are combined central. So this is the central line of the thing, right? Yes, adequately moisturizing. We do adequately moisturize my arms in the new video as well. Or in the Wolfgang video that isn't out yet. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then if we go to this line, this is the absolute central point, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So this is the absolute central point. These four units here. What's this one? Well, where's the new turf? Where's that? The Cult of the Lamb turf. This one. Gonna use carpet. Alright. So that is what the whole thing is. That's what it looks like. That's the entire thing. Let me just run this over. Okay. Now, what's the next step? I'm very confused, huh? What are you doing? Oh no, man. My goodness, no way I've got an email. Does someone wanna... Who knows how to do the, placement so you can get 9 catapults around the generator? It'd be interesting to see a 9 catapult setup, but I don't know how to do it. Where's the next video? It's basically done. I'm just waiting for a few more things for it to be done completely. But it's basically done. No grid. Oh yeah, I guess I could just enable the grid the whole time. Oh, you mean you do it without, you just turn off the grid, then you just place them as close as you can? Alright, what's next on the script? So build engineering the most central part, go to the bottom left corner, place 8 covers around. Now, since we can fire house to produce fire upon dying, we need to build fling mags. But yeah, it's fling mags and chairs next. Okay. Okay, as for is in line with the generator, then go down and place something as close as you can to the catapult and do the same but above the generator. Okay. So, as close as I can is that. Then, there's need to make an entryway or two since you cannot walk through statues and having to pick them up, so it will build a toilet. Placement is important because if you build it too far out, the hounds can't squeeze by it. If you place it too far, you won't be able to reach it from the inside. So placement is exactly this. Position your cursor at the bottom left corner. On the bottom left corner, most bottom left of the four. Position your cursor on the bottom left corner of the most bottom left of the 4 central tiles and move down by 5 small units. Place your chair here. Position your cursor on the bottom left corner of the most bottom left of the 4 central tiles and move down by 5 small units. This is the bottom left one. This is the bottom left of that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As close as you can on the grid or as close as possible. I think it's just as close as possible to make the circle. With the grid, I don't think the circle placement works. You can both have a second chair on the right bottom side, mirroring the left. The chair should be aligned with the bottom finger mag. So here's a design decision. Do we do the second entrance chair down here? Or do we put one on the top? What do you think, Mr. Mither? Because what I'm going to experiment with later is you might be able to shift the Varg pens up so that more hounds are concentrated on the top so that there's less packed onto the bottom. Theoretically, it shouldn't matter if they're on the bottom or top, but I think it looks neat if they're both on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, did I place this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's so odd. When it's over here, it doesn't look like it's in line, but it is. No, you don't want to put them there, because basically every toilet introduces a weak point. Yeah, the bowl of the toilet makes it look like it's not in line, but it is indeed in line. Okay. Yeah. Next, we need to place the statues. But to make the statues look neat and tidy, we need to make sure they're actually placed far enough away from the catapults. We're going to place the walls first. Entirely, and to make sure that we need to place the walls first. It doesn't matter which kind of walls you use, but if you use rock walls, 1 craft costs 2 cut stone, which is 6 rocks, and it makes 6 walls. We'll be hammering these walls, so you'll get all 6 rocks back. The only thing you'll lose is hammer durability. Place the first. Okay, on. Time for walls. Replace the catapults with toilets. True. It's kind of dark. Just gonna put those over there, so it's a bit brighter. Alright, let's read. Place the first wall on the second wall unit out and away from a catapult, from any catapult. Then continue this for the whole perimeter of the wall. So there's a catapult. On the second wall unit out and away from any catapult. So that's a catapult 1, 2. And then, yep, perfect. Then it's just, it gets put behind the toilet like that. Yeah, rim the carpet. Yeah, that's a good way of, well, I don't know exactly like that, but yeah, the carpet makes it very clean to be able to see. Make sure you're outside. Bam. No, not laughing at anything. No. Alright. Script. Then continue this for the whole perimeter of the wall. This distance is important because it will give enough of a gap between the statues and the catapults so hounds can't reach catapults to hit them, while also keeping the safe zone tight enough so hounds don't spawn inside. When it comes to the chairs and fling mats, keep placing the walls in line we've established, and the wall should just fit behind the fling mats and chairs if they were placed correctly. Once we place all the walls, now begins the part which may take a while. You'll need to craft about X statues. I don't know how many you'll need to craft statues. It doesn't matter which statue you use, but pawn statues are small and short, so they look nice, and they're not too obnoxiously big, so you can actually see into your farm. So we'll use these. Place cutstone, marble, or moonglass onto a potter's wheel, and then use 2 rocks to craft a pawn statue. Pick this pawn statue up, and then just walk between 2 walls until your character is snugly between them. Hold shift and right-click the statue to drop it exactly where you're standing. Or equip body armor, please. Blah 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 blah. Repeat this for the entire perimeter of the walls while ignoring the corners for now. Actually, you should do the flank max and chairs first. Okay, so you have to pack them behind the flink mag first. Just brings 2 over to the flingomatic. Grab this one, hold up and right, then drop it. Then grab this, and then socket this one in this bit of the wall. Same deal here. You have to bring 2 up at a time. They just kind of abuse the, because you get immunity from the collision. So I believe you just do that. Then you grab this, and then you can socket this one between this wall as well. Oh, it got pushed out. Oh, I got pushed out again. Okay, maybe you don't have to do this trick then. Yeah, no, it just gets forced out. Let's try it without that trick. So that one's tightly packed in, but with this one, let's just try to jam it between. So you get rid of this one's collision. Grab this one. And just socket it roughly between. A cool bit more. Oh, that's the best I can get. I think that's pretty good. So you don't need to do that little trick that I was talking about. Well, hold on. Oh, the Starkler sounds are still happening. That doesn't matter too much, I suppose. Okay, I need to rewrite a couple things here. No playlist? Oh, I could turn on the playlist, sure. Sorry, Nightcall Gaming, it's time for playlist. Cursed playlist time, yes, yes. I need to change the hotkey for observer cam. Reset switch focus. I'll change that to... What key isn't used? It's fine. Can I have you exclamation mark SR and then the link for the song? Okay, so I need to, we'll start with packing the statues between the phlegmatic and chairs, as that's a little abnormal to do. Then build 3 statues and bring them to the gap between either chair and the phlegmatic. Then pick up a statue and try to move as close as possible to the phlegmatic. I'm trying to move as close as possible to the phlegmatic. Rotate your camera such that when you hold forward, you are moving both toward the wall and the phlegmatic. Then hold shift and right click to drop the statue. Now before moving, pick up the next statue and pick up the next statue and pack it behind the packet next to the toilet chair. Now, before moving, pick up the last statue, and you'll notice you are now clipped into the second statue. You use this to place the third statue very snugly between the first and second statue. Because if you just try to do that, like you can't you can't pack it tightly in. So you have to pack this. You have to move that out of the way. Grab this. You have to pack it. Then while you're still clipped into that one, you then do this. And you just walk against that one. And then you drop it. Then that's it. Cool. Use it between the first and the second statue. If you don't do this clipping strategy, you won't be able to pack one of the statues in as tightly as if you did use this strategy. Repeat this for the gap between the other chair and the fling mag. Oh, I'm doing some writing. Packing the statues between the fling mag and the chairs is a little more abnormal to do than the rest of the build. Place cutstone marble and glass onto a potter's wheel, and then use 2 rocks to craft a pawn statue. Build 3 statues and bring them to the gap between either chair and the fling mag. Then pick up one statue and try to move it as close as possible to the fling mag. Rotate your camera such that when you hold forward, you're moving both toward the wall and the fling mag. Then hold shift and right click to drop the statue, and right click the statue to drop the statue. Now pick up the next statue and pack it next to the toilet chair. Now before moving away, pick up the last statue, and you notice you are now clipped into the second statue. Use this to place the third statue very snugly between the first and second statue. If you don't do this clipping strategy, you will be able to pack one of the statues in as tightly as as tightly as if you did use the strategy. Repeat this for the gap between the other chair and the fling mag. Hello, icy fox cub. How's Antarctica? Yeah, Wolfgang video is ready, technically. Well, I'm still waiting for a few things, so technically not quite ready. So yeah, the Wolfgang video, and then this one shouldn't take me as long. So you should get the Wolfgang video, then like maybe 2 weeks later you'll get this one. And then before moving too much, you do that. Perfect! That looks so clean as well. Let me just read. Then you must do this for the rest of the perimeter. To do this is less complex than packing between objects, though. So simply walk between 2 walls until your character is snugly between them. Then Then hold shift and right click the statue to drop it exactly where you're standing, or you can equip it. The gap between the other, the bigger ones don't try to move closer to the map, rotate your camera just so when you move it. One second. Doing this keeps the perimeter looking neat and tidy while filling the troublesome gaps between walls and obstacles to ensure how to get pushed through. Okay. So yeah, the corner usually looks messy. Ready up snacks? I ate snacks. Do I despawn and grab Wolfgang? I think I do. It is me, Christmas Wolfgang. Still November, huh? Is it? Let me just turn a bunch of world settings off so I don't get hound attacks while I'm building. Oh, that's bizarre. I just took a sip of my water. The water is cold, but it felt really warm in my numbed mouth. In like this side of my mouth. This side is way number than this side. Bizarre. Oops, 1 second. Sorry. Oops. Oops. True, I could invoke Mr. Meta slavery, but I was just gonna keep it simple and just have one person. Later I'll need to pack the Vargs in, I'll need assistance though. Because like for the guide, I'm just saying you need Maxwell. You need a player and Maxwell. You just do. I mean technically you don't. You can do it with one player, but it's a lot more effort. I wish there was an option so that the bot didn't confirm the song in the chat, because my goodness, it spams so much. Busy watching this very epic video on Jakey's tale. True. So that video is like extra lazy. That's why it's on the second channel. It's literally just cut up. It's literally just cut up stream. And I'll put like a little pop-up if I say something that's incorrect or I don't quite say something very clearly. But it's better than a non-edited stream. That took me like 3 hours to edit or something. I basically just had to scroll through the footage. Yeah, I think it's like 6.5k views at once or something. I forget exactly what the viewer requirement is. It needs like 65% like ratio or something. And then stopped and began again. This was so sympathetic. I was being honest, where you began to say something, stopped and began again. Like, you mean like when I like not concise? Or like do you mean like I cut it up weird? That doesn't look place correct. Getting distracted, goodness gracious. Study well for school, kids. Wait, like ratio? It can't be controversial. Yeah, it can't be controversial. Well, 65% like ratio, that's pretty low. Anything below like a 90% like ratio has usually got something wrong with it. Like my videos, the most disliked video, like as of like the last year, was I believe the Wilson run. It had a like ratio of like 96%. Or most of the other ones have 99 or 98%. And that's just, I imagine it's just because there was just it was very over edited, but like on purpose. Arabic history and psychology. Goodness gracious. How do I say it? It was like you lost something you would say and begin right again. Oh, yeah, I would lose my train of thought. Yes. Oh, really? I've never noticed controversial ratios to an artist. Short attention span, that's what TikTok does to you! Actually rots your brain! How about it has a crush OD Wolfgang? Wow. A crush overdose Wolfgang. Wolfgang is shifting. Like, see how he, like, wobbles from side to side when he goes in? It's a bit neater. Alright, so that was 40. So you actually need to build 44 statues. You need to craft 44 statues for this zone. Oh, it might be actually a little more than that. Maybe 46. Men with strong jawline, that means you like Wilson. Wilson got the strongest jawline of them all. It's a heckin' triangle. You might need to pack 2 statues here. It might be 46. So if you just do 1 step. Yeah, there's like a big gap there. So you've got to do the 2 statue trick here. What are we touching? What do you think? You'll be a skill in this skill tree? Every character just 1 for each? Oh goodness, that's a lot to think about. All of them will just get free planar damage. Wow. Nice. I'm not doing well. There, that's neat. Goodness, that corner is kind of hard to pack. Also, we're going to hammer the wall in each corner of the safe zone and walk inside the corner. Safe zone. The two corners on the bottom side with the chairs nearby are a little complex. On the bottom side with the chairs require the clipping clipping strategy. What's this song called? This is very epic. Happy Day in Hell. It's like, yeah, it's like a Disney song, but like the two corners on the bottom side with the chairs require the clipping strategy again. So place your oh, what a banger. Place your first statue in line with the bottom row of statues, and before moving, grab the second statue, and by eye just try to line it up so it looks nice. Repeat for the other corner. For the corners on the top side, simply walk inside the corner where the wall used to be while holding the statue. Okay, let me try packing without... Can you walk against the wall for this? You can actually just leave the wall there. Yeah, you can just leave the wall there. You don't need to hammer it. Yeah, I think that's easier to follow. Yeah, that looks pretty neat. I like that. Hello, hello! Once the whole perimeter is done, it's time to do the two bottom corners. These corners, you can simply pack two statues into without using any tomfoolery, such as the clipping strategy. For the top 2 corners, hammer the wall, hammer the corner wall and bring your statue inside the corner. Then step diagonally by moving your camera and holding back. And by moving back. But only move back with 1 step. Back by 1 step of a non-Wolfgang character. Oh good, so we've got a GeForce Game Ready driver update. Then hold shift and right click to drop the statue until it looks neat. Do this for both top corners. Is it okay if I finish the commission a bit late? Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's no problem. It's just that was a casual commission. I don't need that for any projects or anything. Don't worry. You study for your exam. You make your education comes first. So then you do 1 step. Then it looks pretty neat. You end up using that awful marble soup I made? Yes. Is that farm supposed to be found? Yes, sir. It's not quite done yet. So I've written instructions on how to make it, but I'm just like, I'm now like using the instructions to build it to make sure it's like all working fine. Then 1 step. Well, that was maybe a little too much. That gap looks like a little bit too much. That's probably fine. They might get pushed through that gap. That gap looks like it's a little too wide. That looks neat. These corners you can simply pack your statue without using any form for the top 2 corners. Corners though, hammer the corner wall and bring your statue inside the corner, then step diagonally by moving your camera and move back, but only move back by just less than 1 step. Animation of a non-Wolfgang character. Then hold shift and right click to drop the statue until it looks neat. Do this for both corners. Very important tip. Do not hold space bar while you have a hammer. You will probably end up accidentally hammering your statues, which is a pain because then you must remake and reposition them. So while using a hammer, actually right click what you want to destroy rather than holding spacebar. I can feel. My mouth is starting to come back. I can feel it. The numbness is leaving. Bring your statue inside the corner where the wall used to be. And done by moving your camera. Moving your camera moving back, but only move back by just less than 1 step in action. Check your work to make sure there isn't a gap between the corner statue and statue, and then repeat it for. That's it, your safe zone is complete. And lastly, begin hammering all of the stone walls. Make sure not to hammer the statues. Alright, so how do I start hammering these walls? Can I bug toilet myself in there? So the toilet pushes me out. So you can't access the walls with the toilets. What if you jump at like an angle? No, it pushes you out. So I think you have to access one of the corners before you pack a statue in there. Okay. Once the whole perimeter is done, it's time to do the 2 buttons. These you can simply put value. Very important tip, do not hold yeah, okay. Next, we, okay, hold on. Next we need to hammer all of the stone walls so that we can actually use the toilet chairs to access the farm. At the moment, we can't get... At the moment, our only access point inside the safe zone is the top 2 corners, which we haven't filled yet with a statue yet. So, go ahead and hammer all the walls. But very important tip, do not hold space while you have a hammer. You'll probably end up accidentally hammering your statue between. Then finally, for the top 2 corners, hammer the corner. Wait. And hammer a top corner wall, then hammer all the walls inside. But very important tip, do not hold spacebar while you have a hammer. Yes. Then finally, now for the top corners. For the top corners, bring your statue inside the corner where the corner wall used to be, then step diagonally by moving your camera and by moving it back, but only move back just by 1 less. Yes. So, in this case, this would not be packed in yet, and you would now hammer all of your stuff. Hydrate smart. I can start feeling on the right side of my mouth again. It's still not fully back though. Alright, we did it. That's pretty good. And now we can use the toilets! Woo! Look at that, it's so beautiful! Yeehaw! Right. Oh yeah, story, Mr. Mither. Oh no, I've only credited you for the maintenance tunnel so far, not the not for the toilet idea. As your safe zone is complete, you could now pick up all the rocks, and you should be able to hop onto a toilet and then jump off the other side to enter and exit your safe zone. Remember to comment saying thank you, Mr. Mither, for the epic toilet strategy. There we go, that's in the script now. Next, you can add a Maxwell Magician chest so you can export your hound loot without leaving the farm and build lots of... or just build lots of generic chests which have no collision and will provide lots of storage for all the loot you'll get while running this farm. For the purposes of this guide, I won't fill the area. I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I will. The only important thing is placement of any structure that has collision. You don't want to clog the safe zone with collision so that you get stuck and so that you're holding the pickup button. Your character will actually pick things up, not ensure the system for a dummy. Yes. I think the new reworks, very cool. I like Willows the most. Epic. So isn't the positioning for this like here? Is it the center of the tile? So yeah, now there's no collision. But I believe, Mr. Metha, you had to build it a little different, right? To squeeze all the chests around it. Mikateles, where would you put Willow Wafer right now? Oh, I don't know. You move it anywhere you want. Okay. Yeah. Point is, you can put way more you can put way more chests in here, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna have those four. Also, I should have built the magicians at the back. Actually, should I have? Because then you can't actually see the floor if your camera is positioned like this. Actually, no, that's good. Okay. Element so you can export your hound loot without leaving the farm. But this is optional. Optional. Otherwise, just build lots of generic chests which have no collision and will provide lots of storage for all the loot you get while running this farm. Build as many as you want, as you don't really need to be able to see the floor in this farm, but for the sake of this guide, I won't. For the sake of this guide, for now, I won't build loads of chests just so the safe zone looks tidy. The only important thing with placing structures inside the safe zone is you don't want to clog the safe zone with structures with collision, so that you get stuck on them when you're trying to move around, and so that when you're holding the pickup button, your character will actually pick things up and not interact with things. For example, a dress up dummy. Alright, now it's bait pen time. Alright, what's next? The only important thing, yeah, okay. Hound bait pen. Now it's time to build the bait pens. Bait pens, Jakey, what are those for? Basically, Varg. Okay, let me do the. I'll do it the other way around. I'm gonna do the Varg enclosures first. So Varg enclosures. So do Varg enclosure next, because you build the Varg enclosure relative to this, and you build the bait pens relative to the Varg enclosures. Okay, so what does it say to do next? Next to the Varg enclosures, these are quite a bit of intricate design decisions, so let's explain the Varg's behavior and mechanics. Firstly, Vargs are wide. They take up a 2x2 wall unit area, so if their closure has a gap between every obstacle, they won't be able to fit out neat. When a Varg is not aggroed on anything, it will roam randomly, as in it will try to run around. Okay, so to counter this, we simply need to build an enclosure to keep them in one place. Cool, but it's a lot more complicated than this. If you were to build their enclosure with statues so that they can't escape via the enclosure being damaged, something interesting will happen. Something interesting happens. That being loading and unloading priority. When you get far enough away from an area, things begin unloading. Now, unfortunately, statues will unload before the Varg, so if you go far enough away, the statues will unload, and if you're unlucky enough, a Varg will just so happen to start roaming as the statue unloads, allowing it to escape the enclosure. Okay, so what if we just used all walls for the enclosure? Well, that's a problem too. Very rarely a catapult could hit a hound when it's close to the front row of walls, damaging them, and if it knocks 2 walls down, then the Vargs will begin pouring out, so we can't do that. Also, if a hound attack happens, wild hounds can bite the walls of the enclosure if it's within their path. Then when any hound bites something or someone, it incites other nearby hounds to do the same thing. So Varg hounds that normally wouldn't bite walls will be influenced to bite the walls. And again, if they bite down 2 walls next to each other, your Vargs will begin pouring out. So how do we solve that problem too? Well, we'll simply alternate between using a wall and then a statue in each wall unit of the enclosure's inner perimeter. This way, if a wall gets destroyed while the farm is running, the statue will stop Vargs from escaping, and once you're done, you will repair the wall. Then when you leave the farm, even when the statues unload before the Vargs will be kept in by the walls. Perfect. Speaking so fast. No, I didn't get put to sleep. I just had numbing agent in, it got injected into my gum. Hello, random watcher. We will do this for the entire inner perimeter of the Varg enclosure because wild hounds could bite through any of the walls on any sides of the enclosure. Oh, I should say, whatever, enclosure pen, same thing. So since we're going to have 2 Varg pens on either side of the catapult safe zone, we need room for 8 Vargs in each Varg pen. Each Varg takes up a 2x2 wall unit area, so we need 16 wall units worth of space. To keep the Vargs as far as possible on the catapults, we'll do 1 line of 8 Vargs. So the inner area, we'll do, actually 1 column of 8 Vargs. So the inner area of the Varg pen will be 16 wall units high and 2 wall units wide. Vargs will spawn their hounds around them on a 7.5 tile radius, so we want to put the Varg's enclosure as far away as possible. But keeping... Put the Varg's in as far as we stop the Varg's taking damage, but keeping the safe zone within the 7.5 tile radius so that the hounds don't spawn inside it. Get ready to place your first wall. Line up your wall vertically and horizontally with the bottom left statue of your safe zone. Okay, hold on, let's do this. Okay, so the instructions say... if OBS crashes, I can't see because I've moved from a thing. Okay, so get ready to place your first wall. Line up your wall vertically and horizontally with the bottom left statue of your safe zone. Okay. Then go to the bottom left of the current tile. Okay. Then go down by 1 more wall unit. Okay. 1 more unit. Yep. So we're there. Then while keeping the same vertical position, count 13 wall units left from the safe zone, including the wall unit you started on, then place the wall there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll be building relative to this first wall. Remember, we need a 16 wall unit high and 2 unit in Varg pen. Wall. This is the most bottom right corner of your Varg pen. Alright, so then, yeah, you just build it. Yeah, you just need to have 2x2. Like, the inner area has to be 2 by whatever. Balls. So like that's 2, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, but it's 4 tiles. It's effectively you got 4 tiles. Oh my gosh, Burnt Taco 87. Thanks for the subscribe. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? 2-minute notice official video. Well, thanks for the official video. Very cool. So let me just reread that. Get ready to place your first wall. Line up the wall while keeping the safe vertical. Count 13 wall units left from the safe zone, including the wall unit you started on. Then place the wall there. Count 13 wall units. Starting. Wall units left from the safe zone, including the wall unit you started on, then place the wall there. This is the most bottom right corner of your Varg pen. We'll be building relative to this first wall. Remember, we need a 16 wall unit high and 2 wall unit wide inner area of the Varg pen, relative to looking at the Varg pen from the of the Varg pen. So place the remainder walls accordingly. So the inner area is 16 units high and 2 units wide, while leaving a gap between each wall to put a statue in later. Once you're done, the wall should look like this. To double check, make sure the walls are centralized relative to the safe zone and count the wall units within the area. It should be 6 wall units high and 2 wall units wide. So yeah, you can see it's like, it is central because you can see the 4 tiles. How do I word that, though? Those... Not the wall units in the area. There should be 16 wall units assigned to. Did you register what you just said? Neither did I, don't worry. A very epic song, wow. So place the remainder of the walls accordingly to the inner, leaving a gap. I don't want to say, oh, it's like 4 wall units, because that will just confuse people. You know what I mean? I think if I just start describing it as like, oh, it should be centralized to these 4 wall units, they'll be like, huh, 4 wall units? Because I'm throwing too much information. So I'm just saying, this is the bottom rightmost corner. Now build out from there. It has to be, your inner area has to be 2 wall units by 16. So that's fine. Once you're done, the wall should look like this. Great. Now build statues. Now build statues again with the potter's wheel. With the potter's wheel again, and slot them into the holes in the wall. The placement of the statues isn't super important here, but if you want it to look neat, face your camera to look toward the Varg pen, then walk into the wall until your character's hair goes behind the walls, then step back out until the house is visible again, then hold shift and drop your statue there. Okay. So then walk into the wall into your character's hair, ears, or hands go behind the walls. Then step back out into the hair until the hair, ears, or hands are visible again. Then hold shift to touch it. Really fill the gaps. Imagine using a large head slot item to help with this stage. Oh, yes, you are correct, yes. Using a large head slot item will make it easier to see when you are behind or in front of the walls. Okay. Try a football helmet. Is a football helmet good enough? Oh yeah, a football helmet is good enough. My goodness, I can feel the right side of my mouth. Okay, my tongue hasn't recovered. Like, the water feels fine on the left side, but on the right side it still feels like warm, which is like hot almost, but it's not. It's definitely cold. Who we banging? No, no. I should have placed the statues, the further statues first. Because now I have to go around, whereas I could have just gone through before. Oh well. Oh my goodness. This song is so cringe! You know what? You lose all of your points. Skipping it. Oh my goodness, it's still there. No, no. No welcome to the internet. Oh wait, it's repeating the whole request list. It's true, I could simply move one statue. It's true. Mr. Myth is smart. Rare Mr. Mytha W, am I right? Sorry, Mr. Mytha. Having flashbacks of when you were spreading misinformation yesterday. Head empty, no thoughts, no, too dangerous. Every flaw with everyone's methods all the time? No, it's good. Quite the perfectionist. Oops. I didn't hold shift. I was quite correct. No! Because I remember because I was editing the footage yesterday and there was like, I think it was 2 instances where you said something and it was just immediately disproved and I laughed while I was editing. It was quite funny. Haha. But then there was one thing where you were actually correct with the durability with the spear getting, like if you hit multi-targets you get 6 durability rather than 3. Wow! And just like that, we've ran out of songs on the queue. I don't remember anything ever. Yo, me too! Quick boys, it's time to request songs because we have ran out of songs anyway. I will restore the list once we have a few songs queued up. So I gave myself 40 marble at the start. So it's gonna require 20 statues in total. The statue with the potters will now build 22 statues with the potters will again slot them into the holes in the wall. The placement of the statues is super important. Oh no, it's just 20 statues. Goodness gracious. We've got songs in the queue, goodness gracious. And just like that, the inner thing is done. It's beautiful. And I'll show the grid there. So that's what it looks like. I could have just described it as 4 tiles out, but then 1 wall unit in, but I don't know, it's kind of just confusing like that. So, with pots we're going to slot, and like a foot. Using a head slot item will make it easy to see when you are behind or in front of the walls. Now we're not quite done yet because when hounds spawn behind the Varg pen, they will see the gaps between the walls and think they will see the gaps between the walls where the statues are and think they can go through them, but there's the statues in the way. Even if there weren't statues in the way, the pen would be full of Vargs, so the hounds wouldn't be able to get through. So we've got to make sure the hounds path around the Varg pen and not through it. So simply put an outer layer of walls around the Varg pen itself, but this outer layer will have a second use, which is what the Twitch chatter Mr. Mytha dubbed the maintenance tunnel. Basically, moving the outer wall layer out. Moving the outer wall layer out 1 wall unit to allow for a 1 wall unit path between the outer wall and the inner wall of the Varg pen allows us to do maintenance on the walls and Vargs without having to bust down walls. Also, it will be useful for packing in the Vargs later. So build this maintenance center and throw down 2 gates on either side and either end so the hounds can't get through. Yes. Okay, so it's basically just, yeah. We're gonna just face it. Actually, we'll just do this. So yeah, it's just this. And then you might find that the statues are placed hound funnel, like maintenance tunnel. Oh yeah, so like here you can see the statue is a little too far out, so I can't squeeze by. So I'll mention that. But now I can squeeze by it. Oh, and this one I can't squeeze by, so we just gotta pick it up. Can I go by it now? Yeah, I can get by it now. Go. Suppose the don't throw down 2 gates on either, so the house can't get it. So build this maintenance tunnel. And you may then you may notice that sometimes you can't walk between a statue and the wall, the outer wall you placed. If in this case, simply reposition the statue. Just simply reposition the statue with the same instructions as before until you can walk by it. So build this maintenance tunnel, then you may notice that sometimes build this maintenance tunnel, but you may notice that sometimes you can't walk between a statue and sometimes that for some statues you can't walk between the statue and the outer wall you just placed. In this case, it will be represented with the same instructions. We used originally until you can walk by it. the statue was placed just a little too far away from the wall, causing you to get blocked. Goodness gracious, the spam. Fever, oh goodness. Then throw down 2 gates on either side, on either end, so hounds can't get into the main itself. So place the gates, you may have to move some statues, place the gate, then move the statues back. So yeah, like over here I can place it no problem. But over here, I cannot place it. So I've got to move the statue. Epic. And that's it, you did it! Now do it all again, but on the right side of the farm. It's exactly the same, but on the opposite side of the farm. Oh goodness. I have to do it over there now. Cry. Hydrate, okay. The water still feels warm on the right side of my mouth, which is odd. That's it, you did it. Now do it all again, but on the right side of the farm. It's exactly the same, but on the opposite side of the farm. So watch this section again to build the right Varg pen. To build the Varg pen on the right side of the safe zone. So basically, by the way, the reason that we're doing this is because if you do 2 layers of Vargs on one side, that is theoretically better because you just concentrate more hounds onto one side. So it's theoretically better, but it adds inconsistency to the farm. That inconsistency being, it adds inconsistency to the farm being, sometimes the wolves get hit and sometimes the Vargs might get hit. Oh, double hydrate. Then I need to go get some more juice. Some more water. I'll be right back. Delicious. Yo, I just read something wise in the chat. Give a man a bottle of water, he'll be hydrated for 1 day. Drown him and he'll be hydrated for the rest of his life. True. Is this just replaying the same song again? I swear this song is played like twice now. Let's skip to the end. Oh, it's only got 30 seconds left. Hello. It's different version? Oh, I see. Alright, what's next? Oh, what's next is I have to do that again, but on this side. This doesn't look central. Oh, it is central. The wormhole is so much closer than I thought it would be. Nice. Alright, so now I have to scroll back to the top and follow all these instructions again. Get ready to place your first wall. Okay. Vertically and horizontally with the bottom corner. Then go to the bottom of the current tile and then go down one. Then, while keeping the same vertical position, count 13 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Okay, does he do it? Now do it all again, but on the right side of the farm. Is that the same? But it's exactly the same as you just did, except mirrored. Mirrored on the opposite side of the farm. So watch the section again to build the Varg pen on the right side of the safe zone. Of the catapult safe zone. Okay, I kind of know this now, so I don't really need to follow the instructions. I'm just so good at the game! Kataro, help! Spend your sauropodlet points in giving us weeb music, please. Thank you. We need to fight off Zyphonor's gaming music, I think. Roger. Good job, soldier. No, this music has actually been fine. We didn't put metal in. True, there was no metal. There are some songs which I like, and they just so happen to be metal. I mean, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but some of them I do like. Okay, metal songs that have a really nice melody, typically with violins. Not violins. Well, is it a violin? I don't know. It's a very epic instrument. Wow. Gaming music. Yes. G aiming. Yo. Metal and violins is not something I'd think fit together. Yes, they do. Like, when, like, it's like metal, but then it has a really nice harmony with a violin. Wow. It fits amazingly together. But maybe I'm thinking of the wrong instrument. Do you listen to metal? I don't think so. Power metal? Mether? Huh? You don't listen to music? What the hell? Power metal when it has a good melody? I see. Power metal. Choking on huh? I have never choked on balls because I have no gag reflex. I mean, because I've never had balls in my mouth. Goodness gracious, what have I done? You're all terrible. Oh my goodness, the queue is full! Whoa! Said that on your own accord? No, you guys put words in my mouth. Along with other things. Like more words. Yes. Hello, Van. Gamers will have to wait then. Poor gaming music. Oh my goodness, do I hear a kitten mewing? Oh my goodness, I think I hear a kitten mewing. Best song. Oh, sick. Wait. This song is called Meow. That's a very epic song name. When I wake up and I go into the kitchen, Mr. Scruffles usually comes down the stairs and greets me. And what he'll do is he'll meow at me, scream at me, and try to get me to pick him up. But if I don't, if I just stare at him, he'll like do this really cute thing where he looks up and he reaches up my leg and stretches and he becomes really long because he's stretching. At which point I pick him up and he stays long because he's stretching. And it's very cute, yes, wow. And then he gives me lots of kisses. When I say kisses, I mean he rubs his mouth on my face. That is a kiss. The build-up. Just kidding, I don't know if I have a gag reflex. I would assume so. I never stuck something so far into my mouth or throat such that I had to actually gag. Goodness gracious. Oh cool, I actually did mirror it. Nice. I actually did mirror the farms. Cool. I don't know if you can help me with this, but I enjoy Wanda, Maxwell, and Wolfgang. I don't know which one to choose. So if it was me... Yeah, cool, we did that now and do the outlayer. If it was me... If you're gonna do a long-term world... long-term world, I would do Wanda. Because teleports. Wolfgang for a boss rush, and Maxwell is just kind of chill because servants. So I guess base building with Maxwell, but why not play all three? I would start as Wolfgang, kill the bosses that you wanted to kill, then switch to Maxwell to build some stuff, then switch to Wanda when you have enough Mactus to build a lot of teleports. But that's just me. So whatever you have the most fun with. Now, in the other design, I did add walls, like, protruding out this way to just make the hounds not go in front of the Vargs. So that that way they would always try to path around, but eventually the catapults break those walls, so I don't think we should put them in. We'll see. Include a beefalo and a beef for Wolfgang. A beefalo for Wolfgang is good, just make sure, just use the beefalo for speed. Yeah, exactly, just a rider beefalo would be good. Alright, there it is. We did it, boys. Hell yeah. Alright, so next. Now it's time to build the bait pens. Bait pens are here. What are those for? Well, basically, Varg hounds act differently than wild hounds, and as such, you can fully distract them from obeying their Varg if you bait them away from their Varg with some food. So build a small enclosure with a weight in and out, and put a pig skin or something in there. So build a small enclosure with a weight in and out, like a gate, like some gates. And put a pig skin or something in there. The place with this pen is slightly important as you don't want hounds to spawn inside of it. We'll build 2 of these bait pens to ensure all of the hounds will get baited away from their Varg. Okay, so hounds spawn in a 7.5 tile radius, right? So it doesn't like you can put the pen here because if this guy, there's gonna be one in this corner, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Like he could maybe spawn a hound here. So you could put the bait pen here and it would be fine. I think. And then same for the other one. So it's 1, 2, 2, 1 down, 3 across. So 1 up, 1, 2, 3, like that. Oh yeah, it's in line with the trap. Look at that. So 1 up, 3, like that. I guess to make it look nice, could we just do, like, 2 bait pens at the top? I don't know what the bait radius is for Varg hounds. I guess we can test that, because there's nothing I've actually specifically checked. Let me leave this rod and join a different one. I'm going to check at how far away, because I'm pretty sure the bait can be really far away before they see it. New Varg Farm? Yes, sir. So let's enter testing. What's up, guys? Testing here. How do people usually feel about character switching? For me, I just don't like it because I think it's just kind of like, it's way too cheap. It's like way too cheap. So I don't really like, if you're playing a mega base world, then it's like, it's kind of required, because if you want to farm for feathers, you have to use Wickerbottom. And if you want, like, teleports, you're going to be Wander. I think it's a lot more interesting to just stick with one character. Oh good, my skin is very dry. Damn. I should apply moisturizer. That's how I feel too. Yeah, so, but like, yeah. So if you switch characters, but then you feel like your world is worth less in value because you switch characters, then, like, just stick with one. If you're going to decide between Maxwell, Wolfgang, and Wanda, do all 3, why not? That's what my whole thing is based on. So, like, I think Wolfgang to kill bosses, but after that, he's pretty boring. Wanda, I think, has a lot. Wanda, out of those 3, has the most depth, but who knows when Maxwell gets the tree and Wanda will get her tree. Wanda has a lot of depth, though. Yeah, like, you can just play Wolfgang, kill all the bosses, and then you can switch characters. Like, that's what I would do. Like, then switch to Wanda. Or I guess you could switch to Maxwell, but by then, like, Berger will be alive, and you'll use him to knock down trees. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Wandy. So what we're looking for is it's gonna call in hounds. So initially they'll come to their Varg. Let's see. At what point? So right now they might be being biased, because if you're really close to your Varg, the hounds prioritize. So that guy immediately spawned next to it. Okay, let me run around here. If you get close to the Varg, okay, there we go. If you get close to the Varg, the hounds will be a bit biased in that they will come to the Varg. See that? So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like a 7 tile. Wait. Yeah, so that's in the center of that tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it like a 7 tile bait radius? I'm waiting to see if these hounds eventually get off. Yeah, okay. I think it's... Is it within 7 tiles? Like, that hound right now should go away. So now I'm just within 7 tiles of the bait pen. But that hound is refreshing because I'm so close to its Varg. He's taking a sweet time to go to the bait. But we know that the radius is definitely 7 tiles. Oh, there we go, he went. Okay, cool. Okay. So now let me just stand 8 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8th tile. Move hounds so he'll call in more. Those two should instantly go for the bait, or very much instantly. So he came for me, then said no. Moisten your arms. Yeah, I should moisten my arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is the pigskin scented? Oh, the pigskin isn't scented, but whatever, it's fine. But I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm like 8 and a little bit tiles, maybe. So let's keep running up and down the 8th tile and see if the hound eventually goes for the bait. Oh, I pushed it. Okay, that time, see that? It stood there idle. So it's definitely not within range of the bait. It just stood there idle next to the Varg. It didn't even try to aggro. So, okay, let's go on to this tile now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 tile radius now. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's definitely a 7 tile radius. Okay, I guess I can stand here and see if it's 7 tiles. It's 7 tiles, though. Like, 7 tiles is very safe. Like, it definitely gets chatted to 7 tiles. Wow, 7 tiles! Alright, now it's time to build the bait pens. Bait pens, Jakey, what are those for? Well, basically, Varg hounds act differently than wild hounds, and such you should have them if you bait them away from the Varg. So, food. So, put a small group with a weight in and out, like some gates. And put a pigskin or something in there with the placement. As you don't want hounds to spawn inside of it, and hounds will see any food within a 7 tile, within about a 7 tile radius of them. So at all times you want the bait inside the bait pen. So at all so you want the 2 bait pens to cover most of the main farm's area to have the option to bait hounds away. Okay, cool. So now from that we can now actually design a proper placement for them. Alright, let me moisten my arms.
Nice.
I'm not flexing, I'm just gonna moisten my arms. You little creepers, don't worry boys, I've got the moisturizer. The cream light liquid paraffin, white soft paraffin. Wow. You have to flex. No flexing. Yeah, I'm the same. Awakened Death. I don't really like switching because it just kind of like it's like oh, it's not like it's cheating because it is part of the game, but it's just so powerful that I just kind of stop enjoying the world once I've done it. And that's it. Ultimately, if it means that you're not having fun, then yeah, then don't do it. like, you can justify, like, wildfires being stupid because ultimately what wildfires do, if you want to avoid them, is you have to base in the oasis. And if you look at it like that, like, in summer you have to base in the oasis, then that's kind of lame, so in which case you can just turn off wildfires. But I don't. Flex moisture. Here, guys, watch me flex the moisture. That was kind of weird. I don't know why you guys made that noise. Oh no, the numb fell off. Ugh, I need to wash my hands more. Got the moisturizer absorbing into my shirt. Look at this epic birthmark on my arm. So this arm, see there? Nothing. This arm, whoa, what's all that? You can't quite see it, hold on. It's like a bunch of splotches. Look at those splotches, wow. Wow! Take your shirt off so you don't ruin it, true. Well, banger. So let me rewrite this hound bait pen. Now it's time to build the bait pens. Bait pens? What are those for? Well, basically, Varg hounds act differently than wild hounds, and as such, you can fully distract them from obeying their Varg. As such, you can mostly... I'll say mostly. You can mostly distract them from obeying their Varg if you bait them away from their Varg with some food. So build a small enclosure with a way in and out, like some gates, and put a pigskin or something in there. The pigskin is slightly important as you don't want hounds spawn inside of it, and hounds will see any food within a 7-tile radius of them. So you want the 2 bait pens to cover most of the main area to find the option to bait the hounds away. The only time where a bait pen won't work is if you get close to the parent Varg, in which case the hounds will bark and potentially come after you. Otherwise, baiting hounds away makes it much easier to pick up all the drops, and it significantly reduces lag while they're trying to get the food. Will be 2 of these baits to ensure all the hounds will get baited away from their Varg. Okay. Oh, I have a little bit of eczema on my arms, so that's why I had moisturizer on them. Mr. Mike Man stream. Oh my goodness, there he is! Is there a structure that has a 7-tile radius around it? I guess I can just count with a pitchfork, so it's not a big deal. Crystallizer, that is a huge, that's like a 15-tile range, isn't it? Yeah, very cool. Crystallizer is like absolutely huge. It's like 4 screens worth. So, if it's here, so then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will they spawn hounds in there? So that covers that. I'm not sure if hounds will spawn in there, though. Let me think. I don't think hounds will spawn inside that bait pen. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Oh, like they might spawn, like from these Vargs, they might spawn in there, but probably not. Yeah, to be fair, it doesn't really matter if it like. I'm sure that I'm sure there is a placement where they won't spawn inside of the bait pens, and that's the placement I want because why not? Except I goofed. You want to put the gates on the sides because the Vargs will be, I mean the hounds will probably be hitting it mostly from this side. Is this song played twice? Oh no, it's just long. Because the hounds will be majority on these two sides. So gates on that side means you can access it a little easier. Theoretically. Well, if that's the theory, actually, then I should have put them in a different space. Hold on. The nearby wormhole, basically, it doesn't matter where it goes. But the thing that matters is that there is a wormhole. I'll explain now, but basically, it's for when there's tons of hound's teeth on the floor, rather than picking them all up 1 by 1 or like 2 by 2. Oh no, yeah, 1 by 1. Instead of doing that, you just jump through the wormhole a few times and they'll auto stack, which saves you a lot of time. And you can even do it while the farm is running. Like if you start lagging, you can just do that. So if I was gonna copy that one, yeah, I need to make it face that way. New bait pen layout? I think so. I just thought of this like just now because I didn't really think of it before. But yeah, hopefully this is the perfect position and the majority of the hounds will be hitting, like they'll be here. They'll be called in, and so, yeah, they'll go around this side, so then you can access these two gates. Plan B, something goes wrong. The wormhole? No, the wormhole's just for picking things up nicer. That's all that's for. So we'll put the pigskin there. Now, we're going to do a ickle wickle test where I'm going to spawn Vargs in. To make sure I've actually done this correctly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, eat the evil bunny. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now we watch the hound spawn. We're gonna zoom all the way out so we can see exactly where they're spawning. This is pretty cool, I think. The main thing is I'm trying to see if they spawn inside the bait pen. It looks like we did well, boys. It looks perfect. And it takes some time sometimes for the hounds to get away from their Varg. We did good, I think. They're not spawning inside. Like, see, these hounds are just they just take a while. I don't know what they changed in the hound AI to make it so that they really want to get close to their Varg before they do anything else. But you can reset their AI by basically just punching them, or just by aggroing them like that. But aggroing like that is just you go close to their Varg, that's all that is. So if I just punch one here, punch, and then I run away. Okay, never mind, well, punch this guy. Yeah, basically every time you punch or do something, it resets the AI. So some might run back, some might run for the bait. So you can see, yeah. Nice! We did good! With a willow fireball, does it provide sunlight for crops? It does! At least that's what someone told me during the chat, in the chat when we were testing it. But I didn't test it myself. So I think the best way to get the hounds off is go close to the Vargs, then they'll chase you again, and then run them towards the bait pens. Because if you punch them, it resets all of the hounds' AI, so they might, the ones on the pen already might stop. You can imagine, if you had a gate on this side now, you just wouldn't be able to access it, there's too many hounds. So yeah, the 2 on this side is good. Alright, I'm pretty confident in saying that the hounds won't spawn inside that now. I do have God mode off, by the way, so I am actually dodging them. It seems that every time they reset, they have a chance to either go back to their Varg or get baited by the food. And the getting baited by the food isn't determined based on how close it is. It just seems kind of random between choosing to go for the food or choosing to go back to their Varg. It's like for a split second they'll choose to go back to their Varg, but then they decide otherwise. And this hound is just confused. I don't know where he's trying to go. Alright, there you go. Did I get all the hounds baited yet? Go on, please. Yes, we got all of them baited. Nice! You have drops. There are no drops available at the moment. But when there are, I will have exclamation mark drops in the title so that you know. Alright, look at that. Wow! So as you can see, all the hounds are baited. And at least during those hound wave spawns, we didn't have any spawn inside the bait pen. But the catapults might damage them. So you might want to, like, hold on. What's that catapult's range there? Yeah, that catapult can absolutely decimate those walls if it wanted to. Half of them. But chance is pretty low and it's okay. We might try to move it. Yeah. Why is anime in the tags? That's a good question. Whoa! Could drop a piece of meat close to the Vargs and pick up before the hounds eat it. You can drop a piece of meat closer to the Vargs and pick up before you meet it. Sorry, Mr. Rob, what is the end result for that? Is that just to, like... Is that just to get them away from the Vargs? Reset the Hound AI. Oh, right. So it's just, yeah. I guess that works. It's true. To get them away. Gotcha. Very good strategy, Rob. I'm gonna write this all now. Okay, hold on. Wait, I need to describe me. Okay, we're gonna do an Ickle test. Where, basically, because the catapult range is kind of rude. The catapult range is... there. So if I build it on this tile, it's like almost out of range, which would make it substantially harder to get hit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna say goodbye. Can you run the Varg farm? Not yet. We're still like kind of testing. I think you could put this like over here. The thing is, I want the hounds to definitely be pulled in front of the Vargs so they're not like rammed up against. I mean, I guess I could even put it there. Oh wait, right. The point I didn't move it too far is because it might. Hold on. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. Okay, never mind. It should be safe there actually. Let's try an extreme. Let's just put it here. So, by the way, this is the problem you get when you don't bait the hounds. Once you get somewhat close to the Vargs, they'll just come for you until you get far enough away again. Because the Varg is targeting you, but the hounds only obey that once you're actually close enough. That's why sometimes when you're fighting a Varg, the hounds will just sit there and not do anything if you're running away. Let me just go in the center of this. No, please! And you see that? Every time you get bitten, it incites more hounds to attack you. So what is it? If you get within a... What's that? 1, 2... Like what? A 3-tile radius? 1, 2, 3... Yeah, it's like if you get within 3 tiles of a Varg, then the hounds can be angry at you. Also, hey, I got in and out without them attacking. Out my way, idiots. So every time they're barking, that means I'm within aggro range and they're deciding whether to come for me or not. Or something's within aggro range. Nine. Now, let us watch again. As now, I'm going to remove all the hounds. We shouldn't get any special hounds because my age is less than 15. I'm an in-game minor. Alright. Call in the hounds, lad. Let's see where they spawn in. So no, they shouldn't. Pretty sure they're all outside of the pens are outside of the spawning radius of all the Vargs. Oh, it's so clean! Look at it, so clean! You can't see the top left, but like a hound like landed exactly on the border of the like the whole area, and it just looks so clean. So actually, yeah, Rob, you're totally right. You can just hide inside of the... You've all done 2 hound calls now. Rather than, like, baiting them into trying to attack you, you can just go in here, hop in, drop pigskin, pick it up, drop pigskin, pick it up. Oh, hold on. Oh, they don't seem to care. They don't seem to care. Maybe I'll do what Rob said and drop it really close. They don't seem to care. Loading and unloading zone could be a problem. So it was kind of a small problem, but basically this solves it. So if the area unloads, as long as the walls aren't broken, the walls keep the Vargs in. And if the walls break while you're running the farm, the statues keep them in. So it's like best of both worlds. The statues and the walls keep them in both scenarios. The only scenario where a Varg can get out is if a wall breaks and then you unload the area without repairing the wall. Which is quite easy to do. You can put them to sleep or aggro them on someone else and then repair the wall. Otherwise, you need to make sure the hounds aren't running against the fence like here. But this is just like buggy pathing. They're trying to get to each other's Vargs. Because if they were going for the Varg, if they were going for the bait, they would run diagonally and get to the bait, I think. Maybe push these guys, see where they're going. Yeah, so they're trying to get to their Vargs. If they were going for the bait pens, then they would. Yes, now they're going back to this bait pen. that's some delayed AI. They were completely out of not AI, but just like conditioning. They were really out of range of that, but they already decided they're going to go there, but their pathing took them all around. Then those hounds are trapped by the Pathfinder rules. They are running to the bait. But those ones you saw were. So what are these guys doing? Because I assumed it was. So like right now they're trying to get really close to their parent Varg, but they can't get right up close to it because there's a wall in the way. So you have to reset it by getting close enough to the Varg so that they re-aggro, and then they'll do that. Or is it that they are trying to get to the bait, but they're trying to oddly path through their Varg or something? Like, do you know exactly what's happening there? Want to hear a joke? Yes. It seems like it doesn't matter how close you bait them towards the food, you just need to just reset them by going close. Anyway, yeah. Okay, let's delete all the hounds again to see if they spawn, but I'm very confident in this design. Oh, it's so clean! It's so clean! And you'll basically never have to do maintenance on this design. Like, the walls should never get broken. Maybe the bait pen walls? Oh, right, also. So, let me just do, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the radius of the... I'm gonna... One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think those are baited, but they need to path through the statues to get to them. That's why if you reach the aggro, they can choose a new path. Yo, yeah, that makes sense. So in which case, that's like a pro for the wall strategy using all walls. I mean, I guess you could just throw walls in front of the statues. Because that way they can't path through the statues, right? So right now, we have... We basically don't have any blind spots for the bait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, there's no blind spot for the bait. So this bait pen does that. So there's a little blind spot going diagonally through here, but the hounds won't be in this blind spot. They'll be next to their Vargs, and as long as they're next to the Vargs, then they can see the bait pens. How does dry skin affect you at work? If it gets itchy, then it's distraction. Oh right, wait, that was the joke. You don't have any elbow grease to put into it. Okay. Or to make Varg destroy walls in the next update. Even if they do, this design still works. You just use statues. There will always be a way to make a Varg farm work because it's so productive that it's worth going out of your way to activate because it's so productive. Alright, let's remove the hounds one more time. So all of the Vargs are aggroed onto me. Yeah, sometimes there's no way to avoid the hounds getting stuck on the safe zone. There's no way to avoid that. They think they can pass through the statues, but they can't. But yeah, unless you put walls all around it, which will get destroyed anyway, so then your problem continues. Right, I believe they've all howled twice now. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put walls in front of the statues as well. Just one wall in front of the statues. Uh-oh. So now these guys are in the blind spot, but they still turned around. Oh no, I guess it's a radius, not a line, so... That's odd, isn't it? Because because usually what happens is they want to go close to the Varg, but then as soon as they get to the Varg, they want to just go to the bait. So I guess their path in that is go to Varg, then once you're at the Varg, go to the bait, but they can't get close enough to the Varg because the statue's in the way. Interesting. But yeah, we can solve that. Except, you wouldn't do that yet. You would do that after you pack them in. You have to pack the Vargs in first. If you pack the Vargs in, if you don't pack the Vargs in first, then you have no way to escape unless you're Wartox. I'm gonna have to write about the Hound's AI, but like its behavior. Alright. Time for EPs. Oh goodness, they're not placed far enough back. No, you would have to do it before. Because I can't move the statues far enough back now. I guess that's just something you have to deal with. That's kind of a shame. That's the one downside to using statues. I guess we can hypothesize it by, we can actually just hypothesize right now and just put a big line of walls in front of the statues. Break it the same time as the other walls. So pretend that these are in front of the statues, and they're still far enough away that the catapults probably won't hit them. But I can't put them in front of the statues, but pretend they were in front of the statues. All I would have to do is you'd have to change the way you put down the statues. Here's the first, but you bust them down to put the statues, and then you have to repair them. I mean, yeah, you could do that. Alright, now we see. So this guy is oddly stuck on a wall. But yeah, they're just straight up not These guys are getting stuck on a wall. Why are you getting stuck on a wall? That doesn't make sense. You shouldn't guess. You should be pathing around that wall. Oh, sorry. Only YouTube links, not Spotify. Okay, after a little push, but that is the case. Rob is correct. I didn't doubt, but I just wanted to see. They are trying to path like into the statue and then go to the bait. So a wall in front would fix it. Okay. Okay, but is it that much of a big deal? It's kind of annoying. It's a bit of a patch job, though. Like, it's not an elegant solution, but... Probably those statues that use 2 wall units were blocking the path of the hounds. Probably those statues that use 2 wall units were blocking the path. Oh, you're right. Yeah, because you can't place a wall. Okay, so I think we have to change the rule how we put down the pawn figures. Okay, let me test something. Without the walls, let me test something. Watch this. Yeah, I placed the pawn slightly outside, so we should change that to slightly inside. That way it should be clear. Is there a reason why I did slightly outside? Slightly inside makes more sense as well. Like, even without this problem, it makes more sense to put them like slightly inside, because then you don't get stuck when you're going through them. I think it just looks cleaner. Like, if you do it slightly outside, they're like more central, aren't they? Okay, so let's test something. What if I grab this statue and I'm looking, and when my helmet is behind it, that's when I put it down. Yup, Rob, I think you're onto something. So instead, you put the statues in like that. Slightly inside. The only thing is, it might cause the Vargs to vibrate slightly, because they might not be able to quite fit, but it should be fine. So now a wall can be placed. Oh, this one can't be placed on. How do you request songs? Exclamation mark SR, then the YouTube link to the song. Okay, now a wall. Oh, this one needs to be. Oh, I can't move this one because there's a wall there. I guess I have to beat it down. Like Malfario said. Oh cool, it doesn't move the statue. Alright, test V2. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they are not vibrating around. Good. Let's see. Please. So that doesn't fix it, unfortunately. I mean, did it help? It might have helped. But it's still happening, but it still might have helped. Like, it seems like there's less hounds doing that than before. How do you prevent birds spawning by the Vargs? You could bet down them in enemies, but like, what's the problem with birds spawning around the Vargs? Other than the Vargs call in hounds. Like, that's the only thing that it does, really. Okay, yeah, no, it definitely still happens. Have you ever seen the Varg that uses a monkey and a cannon to kill the hounds? Yeah, that's a very free version, because don't monkeys have infinite, like, they don't need cannonballs to load the cannons? They draw Varg aggro? I mean, yeah, but, like, what's the problem with that? Is it a problem? I don't think so. Like, unless you're looting and you don't want the Vargs to be calling in hounds. But basically, the Vargs will always just be aggroed on you until you get a certain distance away. Then they'll be just walking around. At which point they stop calling in hounds. But like if the farm has been active, they would have called in hounds anyway. So like them aggroing onto birds doesn't do anything other than they might kill the bird. Like, I think the worst that could happen is they kill the bird drops a feather, the feather catches wildfire, and then sets the gate on fire or something. But even then, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I guess it's avoidable within enemies, but it's just not really needed. Bye-bye, Zyphon. I hope you get well. I did a combo test. I don't have neither COVID nor flu type. Blah, blah, blah. Like, why am I sick? Oh, I hope you get better soon, my sweet child. Alright, so it looks kind of weird that it's staggered like that, but whatever. Let's try again now. Okay, let's see. Will they path into the statues? No, they didn't. Okay, that is the workaround then. Except they oddly get stuck on here. They shouldn't get stuck on here, which is very odd, but they do. Because you almost walk within range of the Varg. But it's a lot easier than having to re-aggro them all the time. Like, they just run against the wall. Like, bro, stop running against the wall. What are you doing? Are you stupid? Oh wait, when they're running against that wall, are they out of range of the bait pen? I think they are out of range of the bait pen. No, that's why they get stuck on the wall. Right. Darn. Yeah, they're out of range of the bait pen, so they're not trying to pass to the bait. They're just trying to path to their Varg, but there is no path to their Varg because it's blocked by walls. So they don't come round to the front. How can I learn this game by practicing boss fights? Yeah, you can do that. You can watch my videos too. That also works. Okay, so that's another problem which we've encountered. I guess to fix that problem, you get rid of the maintenance tunnel. That might be enough, or you move the bait enclosure closer. But hold on, if I want to if I pan-flute the hounds, the Vargs, right, and then I'm working on the maintenance tunnel, the hounds don't bother me, right? Do I have to be close to the hounds? No, okay, they just don't bother me. If the Varg doesn't aggro me, they just never bother me. Okay, cool. So that means I can move the bait pen closer. Okay, good. Out my way. So this should fix this problem that we just got. It's like a little bit scary, but it shouldn't cause any issues. If all the most of the hounds will be coming from the top left. The top and the left, and yeah. So it's still the same setup. Oh my goodness, gambling has no cooldown. Quick boys, start gambling. I didn't realize it didn't have a cooldown. Quick boys, begin gambling before I turn off the thing. Going to eat, good luck with testing. Thanks. Alright, let's see now. So now they should all path to the bait. Yes, please, yes. No, they're still getting stuck! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're within the bait though. They can see the bait. It's totally within radius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, they can see the bait. They can see the bait, they're just not pathing properly. Oh, what the hell? You got timed out? Goodness, why did it time you out? I mean, you can fix this by having 4 bait pens, but that's just so annoying. Hounds ignore walls that are a full box. Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to, like, understand. Like, if it's a full box, yeah, they can't path into it, so they, yeah. But, like, but right now, they're trying to get to the bait pen. So they should be pathing against this wall. Or do you say, because they can't get to the bait, they're ignoring all walls? But, like, some of them did path around this. It's just these two aren't. Makes me think that what they're actually trying to do is get to their Varg. Oh no, you're right, they're just trying not to path. Mr. Mitha is right, true. Because they know they can't get into the bait, they just ignore all walls and just run against all walls. Which doesn't matter, as long as they're baited, it doesn't matter. So this guy, he is baited, so it doesn't matter. And he won't get through there, so actually it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't matter, nothing matters. Alright, so basically the previous one works fine. Out my way, idiots. Because them being stuck there, yeah, it doesn't change anything. See if I do the things. If the pigs can see it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they run against, yeah. So by default, they're gonna try to get to their Varg, and they see the bait pen, right? So like this should be fine. That's what I said last time. Re-enable gamble. Gamble is enabled. I didn't turn it off. Invulnerability with armor and fever. Yeah. If you use the shield and then use the bone armor in combination to block the next attack, then your shield will be off cooldown. You can just switch between 2 shields though, but that is more effort. So yeah, bone armor and shield is cool, but you can also just use 2 bone armors. But the shield is nice because it's a bit more versatile because it can block multiple attacks. It can block multi-attacks, whereas bone armor cannot. Alright, say goodbye to your gamblies. Roulette. User cooldown. Alexa, what's 12 hours in seconds?
12 hours is 43,200 seconds.
You will never have access to my speakers. I guess to be sure, you would always put the pigskin in this corner, so it attracts the most. Oh goodness. I spawned a Varg in wrong. Yeah, so that guy is just ignoring the rules because he can't get to it. Right. See, I remember these rules. They're in my head. That's why the bait pen is offset from the Varg pen. Otherwise, a lot more would get stuck on the Varg pen walls. See, I do know things, but I just don't internalize them. Apparently, or I do, but then I forget them and I don't vocalize them. True, vocalize. That's what I meant. So yeah, that's what you gotta. That's what fixes it. So, the walls are, like, just within the catapult radius. Or maybe just outside. I think they're just outside. I think the catapults can target them. But, yeah, the walls could take damage from a hound. They have to hit the caves when I make a new world. I would. You don't have to, but I would, because there's a lot of content down there. Nice. This song lame. Oh wait, we're out of stuff. Nice. Back to Nightcore Gaming. Wow. Fine, I won't scam Benedict. Fine. Haha, guys. A TF2 Scout sings Raymond Sex Bomb. What a funny song. Am I right, boys? Ha. Now time about the bait bands. Bait bands, why? What is full basic Varg hounds aren't doing anything more. You can mostly try to remove the Varg. You bait them away from their Varg with some foods, so bullets will go with a way in now, like some gates, and put them inside. Well, as you don't want hounds to spawn inside of it, and hounds will see any food within about so tower radius them. So you want the two bait beds to cover most of the main farm area to have the option to bait hounds away. The only time where a bait pen won't work is if you get too close to the parent Varg. So the only time where they'll get mad is if you get close to the Vargs, right? Like, the hounds just don't care right now. The hounds don't care, despite me getting really close to their Vargs and getting bitten by the Vargs. Yeah, the hounds don't care. It's like, boy, as you don't want. The only time where a bait pen won't work is if you get too close to the parent Varg while the hounds. No repeats, no. No. Normally Varg hounds only attack you if you get too close. If Varghounds only attack you. Varghounds only attack you if either you attack them or you get close to their parent Varg or the parent Varg is aggroed on you and you get within about a 3-tile radius of this Varg while the child hound itself is close by. In which case the hounds will bark potentially come after you. Otherwise, baiting hounds away makes it easier to pick up all the drops and it seems reduces the lag when they're baited. You attack all the parent Varg out on you and you get within about 3 tiles of the Varg while the child hound itself is close by, in which case the hound will bark and potentially come after you. I'm trying to think, if the hounds, as long as they're baited, it doesn't matter if they get stuck on the statues. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh no, it does, because if you get too close to the Varg and the hound is nearby, then it aggroes onto you, which can cause problems, actually, never mind. So, nice. So you're going to place a bait pen 2 tiles below the Varg pen. Left Varg pen. Having a 2x2 area inside of it. So you're going to place it with 2 gates on the bottom corner and the bottom right corners. So you're going to place a bait pen 2 tiles below, and 1 tile to place a bait pen 2 tiles below and 1 tile to the right of the left Varg pen. The bait pen will have a 2x2 area with 2 gates in the bottom right corners. You will mirror this on the right Varg pen. Yeah. For the right Varg, it's technically not mirroring. For the right Varg pen, you're going to put the bait pen. The bait pen doesn't have to be on the top though, like, does it? Wait, it doesn't make any difference where the bait pens are. It doesn't matter where the bait pens are. It has the same coverage regardless of where they are, so I don't need to make them opposite like this. They don't have to be mirrored diagonally. Look at, it doesn't matter. If this was up here, it would just bait them from over here. Which is good. So this is silly. I don't need to have it below. They can both be above. So it looks nice. Which size do you recommend for the Rolling Caves? The bigger it is, you just get more resources. But small is, like, nice for solo. But, like, you will just get less resources. Like, there's less room for resources to spawn. So, you're going to place a bait in 2 tiles above and 1 tile to the right of the left Varg pen. 2 tiles above. See if you're centered there. So 1, 2. Yeah, that's correct. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess there's just a bit of overlap. But otherwise it doesn't matter. Actually, if you just ended using the farm, all the hounds are gonna be here. Right? They're all gonna be there. Also, I think I've just found a problem with having walls in front of the Vargs. If it's true that they ignore all obstacles, what if they can't get to the monster? Oh no, wait, no, that's not a problem actually, never mind. So anyway, when the hounds are here at the end of the Varg farming session, like, and then they all come here, then the gates are here, so it's like, huh? Two gates for access. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like technically, it's like the range is big enough to just have two over here. Right, but yeah, if you have just one here, then it won't reach these ones, so you need another one over there. Okay. To do small but not big. Yes. So actually, the least amount of hounds will probably be here. Overall. Oh, good, he's stuck. Oh, that's why you have two gates. Otherwise, if a hound gets in, it can't get out without some pain. Hold on, I think I heard Berger. I might be wrong though, but I think I heard Bulgaria. Goodness gracious. Alright, are you trying to path to the bait? Because if you are, then it's fine. Okay, as long as he's baited, it doesn't matter where he's stuck. As long as he's baited and he's not against here, so that I don't get attacked. Because, yeah, it just doesn't matter. Other than if you get close to them, but they're out of the way enough. If I understand what these bite rooms are for, yeah, sure. So basically, if they weren't there, the hounds would be in front of the Varg cage, so that when you're looting, if there was loot back here and you come here, see the hound came for me because I got too close. So if you have a combination of, if you're too close to the Varg and the hound and the Varg is aggroed on you, the hound will just come and attack you. So by baiting the hounds away, so now even though I'm like right in front of the Vargs, the hounds don't care because I'm not close enough to the hounds for them to care, for them to come after me. So that's what it's for. Also, it reduces lag if the hounds are baited for some reason. Whereas if they're just standing there idle, it's a lot laggier. But so basically it just keeps the hounds out of the way. And it makes sure that it's completely safe to do whatever you want. Yes, that's basically it. Okay, I don't think we got Badger. Or if I did, he didn't spawn here. Thank you, no problem. Let's see. Varg hounds only attack you if either you attack them or the parent Varg is aggroed on you and you get within about 3 tile radius of this Varg while the child hound itself is close by, in which case the hounds will bark and potentially come after you. Otherwise, baiting hounds away makes it much easier to pick up all the drops and it's going to reduces lag while they're baited. So you're going to place a bait pen 2 tiles above and 1 tile toward the center of the farm. On each. So you're going to place a bait pen above each Varg pen. The bait pen should be 2 tiles above and 1 tile toward the center of the should be 2 tiles above and 1 tile toward the center of. So you're going to place a bait pen above each Varg pen. Each bait pen will be 2 tiles above and 1 tile in toward. Will be 1. Each bait pen. Each bait pen will be 2 tiles above and 1 tile inward. Above the Varg pen and 1 tile inward. The first bait pen 2 tiles above and 1 tile what I'm trying to say is like really hard to put into words. So you're going to place the first bait pen 2 tiles above and 1 tile inward. 1 tile in toward the center of the farm, but above the Varg pen. So you're going to place the first bait pen 2 tiles above the Varg pen and 1 tile inward. Then mirror this for the other bait pen near the other Varg pen. So you're going to place the first bait pen 2 tiles above, two tiles above a Varg enclosure and 1 tile inward. Then mirror this for the other bait pen near the other Varg enclosure. Use 2 gates on 2 different sides so there's plenty of room. Oh, well, actually, you don't really need to do that. You could just do... I think 1 gate on 1 side. Because this way, right? If the hounds are over by this gate, it doesn't matter. You can push them out of the way, and then you go in and grab the pigskin. So you always go in that way, and you open this to let the hounds out. So I think that's the correct design. Use 2 gates on 1 side. The bait pins should have 2 gates on the side facing inward, and 1 gate on the side facing outward. The outward gate outward. We'll explain why later. Yes. Oh my gosh, a doodle has been posted? Hell yeah, doodle time. Huh? Very epic, not sure I got the stream though. Testicular torsion, no no. Very serious, no twisted testicles, no no. I think my mouth is back, I can feel everything, nice. Oh, we've got some oh no, never mind. EP time, nighty night cloud paid tea. Uh-oh, problem. My first instinct was to reach for too many items plus. Amazing. What's that pathing that looped around just to try to hit me? Okay, we have come up with that is the ultimate design right there. Okay, so you're gonna be one time, and then mirror this for the other bait pen and the other conundrum. The bait pen should have 2 gates on the side facing inward and 1 gate on the side. They will explain why later. Bait these pens with whatever you have. If you want the bait to be permanent, then use something that doesn't spoil. Like Pixin. Otherwise, any meat item works. I guess we'll just do a quick, we'll just do another test real quick where I will spawn the Vargs on this side to sanity check and make sure it's actually correct. The hounds are all cooled down. So these guys will try to path through the statues because there aren't walls in front of the statues. So yeah, looks good, looks perfect. Other than this one, you need walls in front. But that's an easy change to the script. Okay. 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 I think I'm gonna stop. Oh! I'm gonna stop there for this stream. But I might stream later because we still need to do a little bit more testing. But I haven't eaten all day because I had my mouth destroyed by the dentist. Just by the dentist. And, yeah, so now I'm gonna go eat because I haven't eaten since yesterday. Wow. Sorry. Anyway, I'm leaving now, but I might be back later because I'm gonna do some more, more testing. And I'll need someone's help to be Maxwell. It will almost definitely be Mr. Mither. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be chaos. Wow. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, boys. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Is Cat Person streaming? I'm gonna check. Oh my goodness, he's not. I'm so sad. Well, I'm just gonna end stream abruptly then.